What's up, guys? I Fix It in Your Face. Don't forget, I have a Facebook that you guys can join if you have questions about anything in the video or anything in regards to anything motorcycle, scooter, fix-it stuff. Join my Facebook. It's an easy way to get in contact with me and get the help you need. Don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, all that good stuff, man. I make these videos for you guys. I don't make them for me. You can help me by dropping a subscription. Join the Facebook. I'm telling you, man, join the Facebook. If you're trying to get in contact with me, it's the easiest way to do it. Okay? Don't forget, everything you need is in the description below of the video. Let's get started.
All right, what's going on there, guys? So, I picked this little Suzuki GW250 up for $1,000. Needed some work, had some broken stuff. It's a 2013. It's got roughly 7,000 miles on it. It still needs a new chain. However, I am going to ride it right now. I pulled the slack out of the chain, but it still sounds pretty rough. So I'm going to order a new chain for it. I also had to repair the shifter, as you can see. So went ahead and solved the shifter issue. So that's not a problem anymore. So now it shifts. It's a little bit loose, but not horrible. You can tell that it had a lay down. Used to have mirrors on here. They broke the mirrors. I'm gonna have to replace that turn signal. You can see it rashed out here, but everything about this works good. It's a nice little parallel twin fuel injection bike. It's about 60 to 70 miles to the gallon. It does have 6 gears and it easily goes 100 miles an hour. Very quiet bike. For somebody of my stature and size, this bike is actually a little small, but it does look like a larger form factor bike. It's kind of interesting. It seems to, when you're back here, it looks like a much larger form factor bike. But the reality is it's only a 250 twin. Okay, so that being said, it is fuel injection. It's a nice quiet bike, starts up real easy. Make sure I got the key in all the way. And this got damaged somehow. It still works, it's just most of the LCD display is very faded now. That, or when it had its little accident, when they hit the pavement, it might have knocked out the crystallization in the LCD display, but I can easily see it still. So start it up, fuel injection, runs good, works good. I'll turn the high beams off. But as you can hear, this is a very quiet bike. I have my visor open right now, and this is just a very quiet machine. No doubt about it. She's quiet. Runs good, sounds good. I got to do a little bit of body work to it, and somehow I got some paint on here. I don't know what creature was walking on it, but you can see footprints, and I think it's some kind of paint. And I have some remover that'll take care of that. You can see paw prints right here. So something stepped in the paint, jumped up on here, and kind of walked on the bike for a sec. It's really weird. But outside of that, it's pretty darn clean. So I will get that solved. It's a very nice little bike. I'm not, you know, it's a fantastic little bike. So let's take it for a little cruise here. I'm gonna take it slow around the bend and throw my leg up over this thing. Moving a little slow because of after surgery, but it's all right. There we go, clutch in, gear down, she's ready to go. It's very quiet, very smooth bike. If you can't hear that, it is a very smooth bike. So let me pull the visor down. We'll talk about this bike a little bit. It's because it's nothing crazy. It's definitely a nice small form factor motorcycle. It's very smooth. It is surprisingly smooth. The only thing I will say is like the fuel injection kind of has like a kick forward, kick back, kick forward, kick back thing going on with it. If you're not, like, see what I'm saying? If you let out too quick, it kind of jumps a little bit, which is something that you'll just have to get used to as you learn the throttle. You roll in and out of the throttle, it becomes a lot smoother. But this bike shifts well, everything's good. It's got enough power to pull out of the turns easy. You give it some beans and she'll jump right on up there. So it's definitely a sporty little bike. There's no lack of power, surprisingly, for a 250. As long as you get the RPMs up there real nice, no lack of power. Feels easy to shift around even with all the stuff and debris on the roads. It's definitely a nice little motorcycle. So let's get it out here on the road a little bit. You guys, most of the bikes I ride are pretty loud. So my neighbor was obviously saying hi. But yeah, it's just a little tiny 6-speed, right? Crazy little bike. It's easy to throw around. Runs super well. Shifts easily, nice and smooth. Oh, what a gorgeous little machine. I would totally buy one of these. Even as a bigger guy, I would totally buy one of these. It just feels good. It feels like a nice ride. My foot pegs are right below me. My legs don't feel scrunched. I feel like I've got plenty of gas tank to work with here. It's got a great upright seating position, even for a larger guy. Like I said, it seems to be like a larger bike. It's really weird. It has the power of a mid-range bike, and it has, I don't know, it just has the controllability of a larger bike. It feels really honed in on the road. Everything about it just feels really good. It's an interesting machine for sure. I'm about to get rained on, so I don't want to go too far here, but it's even got a gear indicator to let you know it is a starter bike. It says I'm in 4th gear right now. Let me kick this down to 1st. I don't even think I need 1st, really, guys. I could probably, this bike has plenty of juice to pull out in 2nd gear, but let's go. Yeah, this is a sweet little ride, man. I'm liking this thing. If my girlfriend says she doesn't like her Ninja 250R Ninjet, I'll start looking into getting her one of these. I think she would have a great time on this bike. Kick it down here, 1 gear. Plenty of pull-out power in 3rd gear. I'm not even taking the RPMs up as high as they'll go. I'm not even redlining the bike. Sounds great. Man, this bike is sweet. But if you give her the beans, dude, she'll go. This bike is no joke. For a little fuel-injected bike, tiny 250 style, this thing's no joke, man. You can see I'm in 6th gear right now, and I'm still pulling on it, and it's banging up to speed, no problem. So it's got torque range through all the gears, even low end, top end. I mean, this is a very interesting little bike. It's kind of crazy. It is definitely kind of crazy how good the gears are on this thing. It just has hella good gear range. Shifts really smooth too. That's what I wanted to try. I wanted to try a pull out in 2nd gear. Matter of fact, this will make things more interesting, trying to pull out 2nd gear up a little incline here. Let's see if I can do it. Give it a little bit of beans. Oh yeah, I'd be using 2nd gear to take off with this bike. You can easily just bypass 1st gear. Oh, what a great little machine this thing is, man. I bought it from a girl, so she has, caught you looking, because she was a little tiny, petite, Hispanic. She's Puerto Rican. Don't get me wrong, she was cute, but she definitely maybe a little bit slightly on the full of herself side. The girls that get that sticker, they're kind of self, well, you know. So it is water cooled. It seems to be a nice little bike. Just needs a new chain now. Fill the tires with the proper amount of air. This thing will be a little rocket ship. Sounds good. It's quiet. This thing would probably sound really good with some nice open pipes on it too. So just wanted to take you guys for that little experience ride there. Once I fixed the shifter, I realized this bike was totally capable of hitting the road. So pop her in neutral here, hop off, let you guys have a little look at the beast. Even with, like I said, even with my height and size, this bike just fits well. It's long, it's tall, it's wide, it's interesting. It's an interesting bike for sure. There you go. Caught you looking. Not full of myself or anything. Anyways, there you go. So if you guys were wondering about this, these little, if you get a chance to get a GW250, I'm impressed. It's a fun mid-range bike. It really is. That parallel twin really cranks out a decent amount of torque, low or high gears. It doesn't seem to care. It takes it. No, it's nothing on the power like with my 600 over there. And I don't think it's quite as fast as the CBR 300R that we got over here. It's probably more on power with the Ninja 250R that I've got here. This 300R I think would actually dust that thing. And of course my 600 would eat every bike in this garage because it's a super sport. But that's not the point. I think this bike here, which is carbureted, is much smoother on the throttle, but I think they're comparable for sure. That I think probably has more low range torque. This one you have to kind of build the RPMs on, but then once again, this is an actual sport bike. This is a track ready race bike, so this has a high RPM band for this bike. So if they're going to compete against each other, this would have to be up in the revs to compete with that fuel injection system on that Suzuki. So anyways, just thought you guys wanted to see that. I've got to go online now and order a turn signal for this, clean up the body a little bit, but that's a little ripper, man. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you get a chance to buy one of these, I think even for an experienced rider like me, this bike was a lot of fun. I felt like I had torque, pull, plenty of power. You know, I've ridden on bikes that just feel like they're suffering on power, and this one here is good through all the gears. Heck, I was pulling at 45 miles an hour in 6th gear, and it was still building speed and didn't sound like it was struggling that much. So it's definitely got the torque and power to put down. I find that with a lot of parallel twins, it's like that. Those parallel twins do really good like that. Little V twins, not so much, but the parallel twins, they normally put down the power pretty good. So, like I said, nothing compared to my 600 Super Sport, but still fun. It's fun, right? It's fun for what it is. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the flip. Toodles.